It's a very sad day for the Mets franchise. Today we lost Eddie Kranepool, who played more games for the Mets than anybody in the history of the franchise. Signed as a 17-year-old out of James Monroe High School in the Bronx. Made his major league debut in the Mets' first season in 1962 and played 18 years for the Mets.
The Blue Jays are back home, starting their next to last homestand of the regular season. The New York Mets, who are tied with the Atlanta Braves for the third and final wild card spot in the National League, are here for the next 3 days.
Ryan Burr is the opener. Francisco Lindor the first batter.
Again the 1-2, and a fastball will get him.
Fastball at the top of the zone freezes Lindor, 1 out.
Vientos hitting .346 against lefties this year, but he's got a slugging percentage over .500 against righties as well. Inside, hit the bat or the hand. Vientos says the hand.
Yeah, that very clearly hit him on the hand, so they're going to send him to first base after they take a look at this.
So here's Brandon Nimmo.
Swings at this one, though. There's one, and that's all they'll get.
They had no chance at the double play with Nimmo running hard.
Nimmo takes off for second. Slider in for a strike, and Nimmo steals second without even an effort of a throw.
Swing and a soft liner, left center field. Back it up. It's caught by the shortstop Jimenez to end the inning.
And this will be Tyler's 12th start of the year. He's averaging almost 9 hits per 9 innings. His walks have been down his last 2 starts. He's only walked 2 batters in his last 2 starts.
And a walk to Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
With that, here comes the man of the moment, Spencer Horwitz, who had a huge series in Atlanta, including 3 homers in the last 2 games. Bats now with Guerrero on first.
And he rips it into the right field corner. Vladdy is on his way to third and is going to be held there. It's a double for Horwitz. Now 7 for his last 8 with 5 extra base hits. Low ball 4, and they are loaded.
So 2 walks in the inning for McGill. Wrapped around the double by Horwitz, and a moment of truth early in this game for Tylor. And Jeremy Hefner is going to go out and talk to him before he faces Alejandro Kirk. Guerrero at third, Horwitz at second, Wagner at first with 2 down. And he hits one back to McGill, who snags it nicely and makes the play to get out of first inning trouble.
And we'll go to the second inning. No score, Blue Jays and Mets at Rogers Center.
1 out, here's J.D. Martinez.
Swing and a miss, and Burr pumped up as he gets Martinez for the second out.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ryan Burr punches him out with a slider. How about 2 scoreless, hitless innings for Burr?
Luis Frias is the new pitcher. We saw him earlier this year with the Diamondbacks. Frias made 1 appearance against Atlanta in the just completed series, gave up 4 runs in a third of an inning. That'll kill your ERA for a year.
He makes quick work, though, of Harrison Bader. Strikes him out on 3 pitches.
So Alvarez, a scorcher of a 1-hopper, and he's retired for the second out. And now Lindor up for the second time. Francisco took a call, third strike, his first time up.
Swing and a high fly ball, left center field. Varsho started back now, moves forward and makes the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Luis Frias in his Rogers Center debut. That catch means the bases are still empty, and now 2 outs for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who walked in the first.
2-2 from McGill. And he got him with a slider. So McGill gets the side out in order in the third. He's retired 7 in a row. No score as we play in the fourth. And the 32-year-old lefty Ryan Yarbrough is in as the bulk reliever for the Jays. And Alonso takes it high, ball 4, so Pete is aboard. Well, the Mets have just their second base runner, and now Jose Iglesias, who flied out to center his first time up.
And it nailed him on the back.
And that's a couple of free base runners from Ryan Yarbrough. And the Mets have 2 on for J.D. Martinez.
Runners get set to go. 3-2 to Martinez. And he whacks one through the hole, a base hit. That'll get the Mets the lead. Alonso in to score. J.D. Martinez with another run-scoring hit. And the Mets strike first. It's 1-0 New York in the fourth.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Spencer Horwitz leads off for Toronto.
Horwitz a half swing. Did he go? He went around strike 3. Got him with the splitter. So the American Spork provides the 4th strikeout for McGill, who's now retired 8 in a row. And Wagner takes strike 3 call. Fastball got him looking. That's 3 strikeouts in a row from McGill, who's now retired 9 straight. That's hit on the ground to third, and Vientos has got it. Plenty of time. Side retired. 10 straight retired by McGill. puts up a 0 after getting the lead. So Alvarez draws a 1-out walk. Second walk given up by Yarbrough.
They have 2 walks. They've been hit by a pitch twice. They only have 1 hit.
0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A bit of a chuckle from Lindor, who had ugly waves at back-to-back curveballs. He strikes out for the second out of the 5th.
Runner goes. The throw down by Kirk on a bounce, and they still got it.
Kirk bounced it in, but a nice pick from Will Wagner, and he applies the tag to end the inning. Another runner caught stealing by Alejandro Kirk. A great start for Tyler McGill, called upon this morning to take the slot of Paul Blackburn, and he's retired 10 in a row. Hasn't given up a base runner since the first inning, and right now is shutting out the Blue Jays to the tune of only 1 hit.
And there's strike 3 call. Another fastball at the knees. And McGill's got his 6th strikeout. He dialed that one up to 98. And he got him with a splitter. And that's the second out. 7 strikeouts now for McGill. Swing and a miss. McGill blows away Lukes, and he strikes out the side in the 5th inning. 5 scoreless innings from McGill. He's retired 13 straight. Tyler McGill has set a career high by retiring 13 batters in a row. First pitch to George Springer is hit on 1 hop to Lindor, and now he's retired 14 in a row. 1-2 coming to Varsho, and he struck him out, threw a fastball right by him. 15 straight retired by McGill. That's his 9th strikeout, matching a season high. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has walked and struck out tonight, 0 for 1. 3-2 from McGill. Bouncing ball for Lindor, plays the easy hop. Side retired. 16 in a row retired by Tyler McGill. He's in firm command. 1-0 New York. And the Mets are hit for the 3rd time in this game. 2nd time Iglesias has been hit, and the Mets get the leadoff man on. So 1 out and 1 on for Starling Marte, who has struck out and grounded out.
Hit on the ground to short. Jimenez gloves it, steps on second, 1 throws to first, double play to end the inning. 6-3, the Blue Jays turn it, and after the leadoff hit batter, Yarbrough still faces the minimum. Danny Young, the left-hander for the Mets, takes over for his 35th appearance of the season and only 46th of his major league career, having a very nice year, a 2.70 ERA.
Hit him.
Yeah, got his foot, and Schneider will take his base.
Schneider down to first, Alejandro Kirk up to the plate.
Into right field, that's a base hit. Schneider up to second on the play, and the Blue Jays have 2 men on with a 1 out.
Now Ernie Clement is announced as a pinch hitter, and Carlos Mendoza will come out to make a pitching change. He was waiting for them to announce the right-hand hitter. So with the tying and lead runs on base, Young exits and Buto comes on, trying to protect a 1-0 lead in the 7th.
And pulled into left field, a base hit. Schneider is putting the brakes on around third and dives back into the bag, and the single by Clement has loaded the bases.
Pinch runner out at second base, by the way. Alejandro Kirk has been lifted from the game. Brian Serven is at second, and he represents the go-ahead run. Leo Jimenez bats for the Blue Jays. 1-0 Mets.
And did that hit him? It did. It hit Jimenez, and that's going to force in the tying run.
Just enough for an RBI, and then tied the game up. That's beautiful.
There are 4 total hits in this game. More guys have been hit by pitches than have come up with base hits. Bases still loaded for the Blue Jays. 1 out. Now 1-1 game. Nathan Lucas up.
And he's hit it high in the air to left. Serven tagging. The catch made by Nimmo. Serven on his way to the plate, and he is in there. The go-ahead run scores on the sac fly. 2-1 Blue Jays.
Tommy Nance is on to pitch, and Jesse Winker will bat for Harrison Bader, leading off in the 8th. And Winker takes high ball 4. He threw him a curve on 3-2. And the Mets have the tying run aboard, leading off in the 8th. Tyrone Taylor will now run for Winker at first base. Alvarez at the plate. He's had 2 good at bats. He dribbles one. He might get a hit out of this. Barehanded by Clement, and he throws it away. Taylor hits for third. Alvarez will stay at first. And the Mets have runners at the corners with nobody out. And Lindor takes ball 4. Again, he threw a 3-2 breaking ball.
Unbelievable.
Second walk of the inning issued by Nance, and the Mets have the bases loaded and nobody out with Mark Vientos coming up. Eddie Alvarez, who just joined the Mets today, is going to run for Francisco Alvarez. So it's one Alvarez running for another, carrying the go-ahead run at second base. And in the dirt, that gets away from Serven. Here comes Taylor with the tying run. It's 2-2. A wild pitch brings home the tying run and moves the go-ahead run to third. So 1 out, and now Nimmo. And he swings and misses. It gets away from Servin. Here comes Alvarez. The throw not in time, and the Mets take the lead. The Mets getting 2 runs on balls that get away from the catcher, and the Mets go right back in front, 3-2 in the 8th. Edwin Diaz has thrown 6 consecutive scoreless innings since the 2 home runs he allowed on the last road trip. So Clement now 2 for 2 off the bench, and the Blue Jays have the tying run aboard with 2 out.
Winning run at the plate, Leo Jimenez.
Fly ball right field. Back goes Marte right to the fence to make the catch, and the Mets hang on to win it. And the Mets win a 1-run decision in the first game of the road trip as they beat the Jays 3-2. Great pitching by Tyler McGill. Diaz gets the save. The Mets did just enough. They win with only 3 hits, and they move a game in front of Atlanta for the 3rd wild card by that much.
And you can exhale, Met fans.